guys, this is Amena Art, and today we are with our artist Amena, and we are going to be talking about the butterfly painting.
Hi guys, my name is Amena, and I'm responsible for not only the butterfly painting, but also all the other paintings here that you'll find in the shop, Amena Art, and online at amenaart.com.
Yes, so firstly, to start off, what is its real name?
So this is called In Bloom.
That is gorgeous. And do you want to explain a little bit on the story behind this piece?
Yeah, so again, we'll start with the name here on this piece before we get into any of the elements, I think. So In Bloom is pretty much a term that I wanted to play on spring. I find butterflies are really predominant in spring and in summer. And things are always blooming in spring, so that's where the name came from. Also, with butterflies, it is not only a personal symbol. Again, a lot of the things that you see on my paintings have some kind of personal meaning at some point in my life. Butterflies, we used to go to a butterfly conservatory every year, practically, since my kids were really little. I was obsessed. I still kind of am obsessed with going to botanical gardens. I love botanical gardens because they inspire me to create more. That's where you see a lot of the colors and the elements that I use in all my paintings.
Which, that is a good little backstory for why butterflies specifically. Do you have a reason for like the color scheme here? Because it's kind of like pink, but it's also like this vibrant green here. Is there any reason behind that?
Somewhat, yes. But before we get into colors, I did want to point out the daylilies too, because we do have daylilies, and that's the only flower I have on here. Daylilies is actually an older flower that used to be a family flower of ours. We had daylilies at our last house. We don't currently have daylilies anymore. We have something similar. It's called irises, but they're blue. They're not white. So daylilies play into the fact that of the garden that we went to, because there's a lot of daylilies. Also, it's a symbol from our older house that we lived prior to living in the one we live now. Where we actually had daylilies. So, you know, an older symbol of our family, daylilies. And then you wanted to know about the pink color. Okay, yes. So the pink color in this, I really only have two. Like, I think you can kind of see that. There's like a pale pink. You can say there's even a lighter pale pink, but really it's pink. It's the same. It's like the same type of pink. It's just a lighter version of it. We got maybe some, like, you could say, like coral colors going on here, but pretty much pink and like this interesting, like, I would say it's kind of like a mint green, right? I think it would be called like a mint green.
It's kind of a mint green. It kind of gives me neon.
Really?
Yeah, it gives me neon feeling.
No, it's more like, okay, so with there's a couple of reasons why I chose these colors. One, pink and green look amazing together. They're complementary colors in art, so, you know, they're going to play well with each other. Also, the tone on here, you know, with these two colors actually make it very flat. I didn't want it very like vibrant in like color, like if that makes sense. Like, I didn't want it to be like, hey, I exist. I wanted to play together. I wanted to play nicely with the colors together, kind of commingle but still be very distinct. So that was one reason for the colors I chose. Another reason is because this particular green reminds me of like summer. When you're going to the pool, when you're maybe picking out a new bathing suit, they always choose these types of like very vibrant muted greens and blues, and I wanted to play around with that in this piece. So again, it's because this is a very spring summer type of painting. I thought it was very fitting.
Which it honestly is. It's very vibrant, it's very bright. It gives that spring in the pinks, but the greens give that summer vibe. So I think it really does fit the two seasons very well, actually. So is there any like little tiny details that you want to point out towards it or anything?
No, I think I pretty much covered all the details. It's really just the decision of putting these types of flowers in. A lot of my flowers that you see is probably roses in a lot of my stuff. This I want to kind of play homage to like an older flower that's also meaningful. So I put that daylilies in.
Which, that is very sweet, since you usually put in some older things from your past. So it gives it that little homage that not many of your paintings have. Something like unique, stylized, I kind of noticed is the background here is kind of like warping around the butterfly.
Now that is a unique, I think, element to just this one. I can't think of any other ones that I warped the lines around the main subject. So there's a couple reasonings for this. One, the vibrancy of, spring coming into summer. Summer's so hot. And when you look at something, it kind of like vibrates because it's so hot. It's like when like the steam or the smoke, it kind of like has a vibration. Have you ever noticed that? Like when maybe you're putting some water on the hot ground and it's like gets that wave. It's like wavy. It's like the heat. It's the heat. It's the humidity. It's the humidity in the air. So a lot of this is the humidity. This is the humidity. This is the vibrancy of summer. So that's one. Another reason you could say is because I needed a distinction between the butterfly and the background, and I wanted to encapsulate the butterfly to make it really pop against the background, and so it's more of a design element on that aspect.
Which that is definitely very clear when you actually like step back and look at it. Now, something interesting I would like to point out is that we actually have a class on this one.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, we do. We do have a class. This is one of our first online classes that we created. I forgot about that.
This was the master painting in our butterfly painting video.
Even though it's not exact. It's not exact. But it's the same elements that I used to paint this big one.
It was referenced off of this
Yes,
one.
it was referenced off of creating this one. So if you're interested in learning to paint, definitely go to our website and pick up one of our lessons. Try out the butterfly one. Even if you're never painted before, I walk you step by step on how to create this, and it's so simple. I break it down to shapes. I break it down by just measuring with your paintbrush. You don't need no special equipment. I do recommend you buy our art kit because it has everything you need in it to paint. So definitely when you go into the website, you purchase the package that has the art kit available with that. For some reason it's not available, just, you can reach out.
We have our contacts there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a very unique sentimental piece to the new growth of just everything. It gives spring, it gives summer, and honestly,
the whole season, the whole warm season.
The whole warm season. It gives cozy, warm, but also like brilliant, bright, and new, which is gorgeous, honestly. So that was the butterfly painting. To finish it off, this is Amena. I am Delphine. We are with Amena Art. Go to amenaart.com to see not only the class for this, but any other products of our paintings there. And thank you for watching Amena Art on YouTube.
Take care, guys.